Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman. I am rolling solo tonight. No Derek. I forgot my water. Things just ain't going right for me today, but we are here with a review for AEW Dynamite for May 29th, 2024. We're going to be discussing all the happenings. We're on the road to Forbidden Door now, just finishing out Double or Nothing. I want to hear your thoughts on this show, folks. So if you got them, let us know. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Do me a favor and hit a like on the stream. Subscribe. Going to be a lot of interaction with you guys tonight. So while we're sitting here, while we're waiting, I'm going to say we should get it in. So let's start that intro and talk some pro wrestling. Let's go.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Yo. Hopefully everyone is doing good. Yeah. Mixed bag tonight for Dynamite for sure. I don't even know how I'm feeling processing this at the very moment. But everybody, welcome in. Come on in. If anybody's got their setup and they're ready, I would be more than happy to invite you on if you got thoughts. Let's give some shout outs to the chat here first and foremost. Sir Quill says, "What's up, Conrad?" No Derek, but Derek. Chat, your boy Sir Quills is back to enjoy the intelligent and charismatic CJ and everyone's favorite trios match and TNA hater, the opinionated Derek, for another AEW Dynamite review. Appreciate you, Quilly. Clown says, "Evening, everyone. Some legal, recreational, and eek a mouse got a little behind on AEW. Hey. B-Boy Skyline says, yo, what does Shawn Michaels have to do with this? Why are we talking about this? What are you doing? Also, Buffalo, New York show is going to be so hyped. Yeah, should be good. Should be the go-home show before Forbidden Door. I'm looking forward to it. Also, I'm happy for All Ego. Yes, Ethan Page is going to be making his move here on what was it? He was on NXT yesterday. So, yeah, you got him. We also had Jordan Grace. Okay, interesting moves there. Matt Lopez says, "Evening, everyone. Good evening." And damn, hell of a show. Appreciate you, Matt. Eric Douglas says, "I'm happy but shocked." Yeah, we're gonna get into the number one contender, man. Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay, we just found out, is the number one contender for the World Championship. What is going on? What are we doing here? Renegade L2K, yeah, saved my $100 from attending. Last match was the best, but the rest was meh. Wow, putting it out there how they feel. I think AEW will pull off something bigger for All In. Deanna says, "Good evening, gang." Good evening, Deanna. How are you? Saraya got bumped. Looks that match is happening next week though, so I don't know what happened. Maybe they had to get more time in for the main event. I couldn't tell you, folks. I couldn't tell you. Let's see here. Am I supposed to believe the Acclaimed and Christopher can beat the Bucks and Okada? Nope. Not when they're holding the pen. B-Boy Skylar says, "I miss SCU." They're all split up now, though. Let's see here. Saraya versus Mone at All In. Maybe. There's a story there that if they really wanted to tell it about who ended like Saraya's career, she could kind of put the blame on Mercedes. You could tell something there. She could be the exact opposite of what she did to Willow Nightingale. Now it's coming back to haunt Mercedes. You could do something like that. Swerve Strickland versus Will Ospreay at Forbidden Door. I'm not feeling it. Let's be real. Swerve's not beating Ospreay. This is way too soon for this. It's supposed to be safe for All In. This is a panic move. Well, they're in the midst of a TV negotiation and things haven't been going their way. So he might have to make some tough decisions. if their time runs out in July and he's trying to maximize the amount of time, we could talk about that for a second too. Zach says a better question is, why did the Acclaim come to save Daniels? Who knows? The Acclaim did do a promo though where they said they were what did they say? They were trying to what's the word I'm looking for? They were trying to get back in the tag division. So it makes sense they'll face off with the Bucks, Billy Gunn's with them. Okay. So they're trying to get back in that tag title mix. I'm not mad at it. Better hope WBD was interested in that show. Seemed rushed. Could be. Mone missed about half of her flying moves over Sky. Hey, y'all didn't watch Dynamite? I'm here to get the lowdown. We got you, bro. We got you. Better hope WBD was interested in that show. Seemed rushed. Hey, yo, what's good? Mama says you got to drink your water. What up, E? Conrad, did I make the right move and skip attending the show? Rushed for sure. It's up to you, man. Like, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. I can't tell someone to enjoy the product, you know? I don't know why they canceled Saraya versus Mariah. Like I said, maybe the Gauntlet needed more television time. I'm a hater. If there are no haters, then I'm not breathing. Jeez Louise. BJ says, what the hell are we doing? Why is this happening at Forbidden Door? This might be, from a booking standpoint, the top of the biggest misses. If we aren't about to be swerved, please let us be swerved. Yeah, man. There are no Forbidden Doors after Tuesday. No Derek tonight. No, Derek bailed at the last hour, and I didn't have enough time to get a replacement. I apologize. XG Dub says, you, what's good? Who else was going to win? None of the CMLL guys or Japan guys. The rest of the roster seem meh. Let's see here. Rip Swerve's title reign. Didn't hit. Wasn't their worst show, but definitely wouldn't say great. Jesus De Leon. Sup, Kyra? We got Leo Rush back. Hopefully that means more of him and put him back with Top Flight. You could do that. I liked Seidel with Top Flight too. Top Flight works with a lot of people, but yeah, Rush and Top Flight would be dope. But then what are you going to do with Action Andretti, Jesus? What do you do with them? Mike from The Rock. He says, hey, fellas, what's good? What's good? I join you if I could tonight, broski. Hopefully I can join again soon. Beej, if you want the link, let me know, brother. I will definitely send it to you. Buffalo finally getting a good Dynamite. Maybe they owe us from that one. You know, I never got to see CM Punk wrestle like I thought I would, but it's all right. I'm still going to the show. You know what I mean? I know a lot of CM Punk fans have turned on the Dynamite product, but didn't even have Leo Rush do his thing. What, the new gimmick? All in, MJF, maybe delayed grats, maybe. We could talk about that. Jen, aka KJ, says hello. What's going on? Appreciate you. I see you're watching from the Twitters. Twitter people, if you want to help out, you can come over to the YouTube channel, type in Everything Pro Wrestling. We're live right now. Hit the subscribe button. On the road to 3K. Help a brother out. We would appreciate that. I think Ospreay and Swerve is too early. Should have been all in. I thought so too, but listen, guys, I'm telling you, they have a television deal to worry about. Right now, that is the lifeblood. I know you guys are seeing it from a creative standpoint. Put yourself in Tony's shoes as well. He needs this deal. And, oh, man, if I wish somebody was on here that wanted to talk about this, because we could get deep into this. If people, Roosh versus Rush, if people wanted to really get into this, right, you have to think, does Tony want this to go past July? And I'm using all the rumors right now from whomever the sources are, and I'm sorry I'm not crediting you. If the rumor is for July, that's when their television exclusivity talks end, where's Tony going to go? If no one shows interest, that's a bad move by Tony. He's going to wish then that he would have just taken the deal that they're offering. Is it a bad deal? Are they going to make a lot of money with this deal? We don't know. I think they're going to get a pay bump for sure. They're producing more content than they were after their last deal. So are they going to get more? I sure as heck hope so. But what do you do for that? I don't know. We'll have to see what they can pull off here. It's nice that they kept Willow off. Yeah, there's no issue with doing that. Quill says, unless Ospreay gets done dirty, Swerve is dropping the title at Forbidden Door. It's a shame yet another black man will get did dirty again. When is it going to stop? Lengthen Swerve's reign. We'll have to see what happens. Quills, we don't know yet. Jen, aka KJ, how are you doing? I'm doing well. How are you, Jen? Appreciate you. Did feel rushed. John G, hey, Conrad, are you by yourself? I am rolling solo dolo tonight, sir. Delayed Grad says WBD just lost the NBA. They are going to pay AEW well to keep them. I agree, Delayed Grads. That's the only thing that makes sense from the baloney story. Let me see here. So what's the deal? Is it a gauntlet or not? Why one pin wins all? Thought it was one pin after and so on and so on. It's WWE rules versus this way you could get a bunch of different people in the match. I get it. And then it also, I like that they added to like the first two people could end it if they pin quick enough, but is that possible? Is that really going to happen? Probably not. People are talking about Russian Roosh. Man, Derek is my man. Derek is usually closer to my side. I don't know about tonight. Derek's somewhere out in the cold in the sticks doing his baseball stuff, wherever he is. BJ is buck naked right now. I feel you, BJ. It's hot. Just kidding. Debbie Broussard, how are you, Debbie? Welcome. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get people who aren't in here as often and get to the comments for you. Thank you. He's saying they might do a creative ending. Could be. William Berg, Conrad and Derek, get ready. Daniels is about to turn AEW into TNA 2005. Characters and gimmick is coming back. We'll see, William. I don't know if he's going to do all that now. They could be starting a deep feud, to be honest. I appreciate it. I know it's early, but money. Agreed. Maybe you are right. Plus, there was WBD executives at the show tonight. Had to show your backside off. It's unfortunate. They're in a contract year. You do funny things sometimes when it's the contract time. I know Swerve and Will are close. They definitely have chemistry. It would be nice if they develop Swerve as a champion. Word up. TK partners with Triple H. Things that make you go, no, that ain't happening, fam. Solo dolo like Kid Cudi. Day and night. Hub says, what up, though? What's good, Conrad? Looks like we're getting Ospreay Strickland about 5 weeks earlier than expected. Hubs, what are you thinking about this, bro? Me and Sean host Clash of the Podcast every single Monday at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. We'll be having a Tuesday special coming up. We'll be announcing on Monday for a boxing special next week as well. So make sure you guys are tuned into Clash of the Podcast this week. Leo Rush with Private Party, Conrad. You could do that. You could. Let's see here. Everybody's got thoughts. Apple Teenies. Surprise no MJF. I know next week, but come on. Maybe he couldn't be here. I said Renegade. Maybe he couldn't be here, James. I don't know what his obligations were. What up, Chad? What's good? Appreciate everybody, man. If you guys got your stuff in here, your thoughts, we're going to run down some news segments and such. Let's get into who has left All Elite Wrestling. Mark Henry right now has confirmed his departure from AEW. He is out. He announced it on Busted Open Radio. Yeah, just something else, man. I don't know what to say about my guy Mark Henry here. He's leaving. He said he was going to tend to his own website and stuff, and we'll see what he's getting into. Pro wrestling is pro wrestling, but Mark Henry is out. James, he's already in the Hall of Fame. He went in like 2018, right? Or was it 1918, I want to say? Tell me if I'm wrong, but Mark Henry's already in. So unless they got a job for him, I mean, what are we getting out of this, you know? Maybe. I don't know. Arn Anderson also out. I thought he had left with his son when Brock Anderson had left, but apparently he stuck around and worked backstage. But Arn Anderson is also leaving. He announced on his podcast, The Arn Show. So he's out. Jake Hager, his deal has expired. Everybody's got a story, man, this week, I'm telling you. So these names are out. Maybe they're trying to save some money. Maybe they're trying to bring some people in. I don't know the purposes for some of these moves, but we're going to have to wait and see. I don't know if you guys feel anyone was a great loss out of that crew, but let me know. Like I said, I'm going to be focusing heavy on the comments here. No Derek tonight, so we're just going to be rolling with it. Let's see. Hub says, bro, as you know, I love the match, but I'm a little concerned about the writing on the wall. Looks like Strickland's run is coming to an end too early, in my opinion. Hubs, I just explained to everybody this as well, though. Television deal is on the line right now. AEW hasn't, they had a bad time for them to start losing momentum. It's the year where they can sign a new deal, right? 21 would have been the perfect year for them to get new deals and stuff. They would have gotten paid. But now they're on the downward trend a little bit. And this is all optics, perception, how people are viewing the product, right? They're on the downward trend. What are you going to do? Are you going to wait for this deal to lapse and then show your... Basically, if you let your deal lapse with this exclusivity talk for the media rights deal, you will then show your backside, which you don't... I don't think they have the juice, we'll say, to do that right now. And if you do that and then nobody bites, you have to come back. And then they're like, oh, you need us now? Take away $100 million. Now what do? You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, now you need us just to stay afloat. You don't want to risk that. They want to get this done right away. So anything to drum up interest is what I think they're going to start doing right now. Like, if you believe the rumor of July for it. So that's just the business side of me trying to put a spin on it, not creative. It's either my guy Swerve loses his much deserved match or the man I call the best wrestler in the world loses his first AEW match. Big Show is probably next to leave. Maybe if he wants to. That's up to him. That's up to Tony. I don't know what's going to happen with him. To be honest, I wish they would have used them more. Used him more. Who's him? Mark Henry? Yeah. Mark Henry is in the Hall of Fame with his pink jacket. That's right, Deanna. That was My Heart Don't Pump Kool-Aid. I love Mark Henry, man. All-time GOAT, man. I was there when he first won the World Heavyweight Championship, too. So, unforgettable moment. Let's see here. Screw it and deck the whole nation. Is anybody from the nation not in? I mean, Owen, but I'm trying to think, is there any... Oh, Rock's technically not in the Hall of Fame either, so interesting. E says he's got experience he wanted in WWE. Now Gomez is gone. Legends contract, WWE 2K. It's time for the main event. I think all the legends should be in all the video games and stuff, though. Like, let that be a thing that they work out for themselves and get paid. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. Like, let's stop making these guys pick and choose one company, but you know how that goes. People won't have it that way. It would be cool if Arn becomes Cody's coach in WWE. I don't know about that. I don't know. If you're a WWE fan, you'd have to tell me how you feel about that one. Double A, collateral damage to Cody departure. Jake, I seen coming, sadly. Hopefully he might try going back to WWE. I don't know if they're going to want him, Debbie, but good point right there. Roster is bloated. Let them play the indies for a little bit. They need some stars. BJ said, please don't misconstrue my thought process as lumping people together based on similarities. But if Henry came back to the WWE to reintroduce and give purpose to Odyssey Jones, finally, I'd be down. I wouldn't take it that way. Odyssey Jones is someone who I want to see on television. Although Mark Henry and Arn weren't doing as much as they could, I don't think it's a good sign for what they see the future of the company and current status of the company. Well, why do you say that, though, Zach? I mean, people leave all the time. Or maybe Tony's making cuts for other people or other things. Maybe he has other plans. We don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just think using WWE logic with giving younger talent old gen finishers as well as they seem to not know what they're doing with Odyssey. You're wrong. You're not wrong. I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say, Beach. Well, losing the streak is NBD. We'll see. We'll see, man. Rob brought up D'Lo. Yes, D'Lo's not in the Hall of Fame. Agreed. Hub said about your comments about the TV deal, but Ospreay could defend the current title in 5-star matches while Swerve defends his title in a 5-star match. Wembley would be better champion versus champion, but Wembley's past the deal time. So what was your big match going into Forbidden Door then? Just putting it out there. There's going to be some things that they're going to have to try to do here. I wish any of these people let go was in Fight Forever. So one day, man. I kind of wish they tossed MJF now. I think about it. Say Will. Yeah, MJF will probably be back in the mix soon. Dynamite is still number 1 on cable and top 10 in all optics. Crybaby saying the sky is falling every week. It's part of what they do, man. I've been mentioning it for weeks. They're going to say whatever they can to make it look bad. We've been talking here for about 20 minutes, man. Glock Anderson, unfortunately, first Eurocontinental champion is not in the Hall of Fame. Put D'Lo in that Hall of Fame, man. AEW forcing me to choose 5 weeks early. LOL. If anything, Will's gonna win at All In, just like Saraya did. Home crowd, maybe. Do you put both titles on the line? I think you need to get rid of a belt, but how you do it is your choice. My preference is to get rid of the Continental title. I don't think it's necessary. I hate to say it, MJF as champ would be a bigger deal to get a TV deal. You got to be careful though, Deanna. I think before MJF got hurt, I think people were saying he was overexposed, weren't they? I don't know how you do it, man. That's gonna be weird. It would be a shame if Will and Swerve is in the main event. I still think we're getting Mox Naito for the IWGP title. Could be. Kyra, did you get my soundbite about Jericho? You're welcome. I definitely sent a response back to it. What you hate to say it, MJF is their draw. No, I'm not saying that MJF isn't the draw. I think MJF's had some time off, but are you going to pay off the Adam Cole storyline, or was the payoff at the pay-per-view? You know what I mean? Like, okay, we're going to move that quickly, I guess. Here to drop a like and find out what I might have missed from the best Wednesday night podcast in the game, EPW. I appreciate you, McKinney. The Learning Tree TV time, I get it, but give me a freaking break. I think people didn't like face MJF. And is he a face now or no? Get rid of the Continental Championship. Yes. And I agree with what Matt's saying. Get rid of the Continental Championship and make the Continental Classic for a world title shot. Agreed. Use these gimmicks to promote why you're doing like a title match. That's just, I'm with Matt on that. Full blown agree. Let's get into what we had on the show tonight. First up, we have Mercedes Mone, CEO. Mercedes Mone TBS Championship celebration. Mercedes Mone was out here in these streets, new TBS champion. She cut a promo. We find out who attacked her all those weeks ago when the lights went out. It was Sky Blue. Yay. They do that, and Mercedes basically says that she's going to give her the beating she deserves. A match is made later on for it after the first match. So they basically announced that Mercedes Mone is getting a match on this card. Cool. It's what it is. She's the TBS champ right now. Let's see what they do. Payoff angle comes later on in the show for that. Then HBO, here's some synergy for you, brand synergy. Swerve Strickland is going up against Killswitch, non-title match now. In this matchup, Swerve showed his strength, very impressive, suplexing Killswitch, the former Luchasaurus. House call, hits the dinosaur, I said, with the stomp. The dinosaur kicks out, and he swiftly hits a second house call and ends Killswitch in this match. I think this is putting the stake in the feud with Christian Cage. Swerve's on top right now. I was feeling pretty good about this, but I did find it funny. Like right before this match happened, there were people online talking like, yeah, this Swerve thing, this ain't it, man. And I was just like, what? Yeah, this title reign's not going so well for him. Tony's botched this and booked this horribly. But now we see that Swerve could be in the position that he's in after the main event. And now people are like backtracking on it. I don't understand. Wrestling fans are very hard to please. I'm telling you guys, it's not as easy as people think, man, when it comes to this stuff. Very, very difficult for it. I'm going back here, man. I'm gonna start popping up some of your comments. I'm gonna try and go through them here when I can. Shivani announces that match. And as Sean just said, that we're going to talk about, I guess, a segment he enjoyed. TV time with the learning tree was cringe. That was the point. Mone is bad on the mic. Mone's skills are definitely in the ring. Rush that match should have held for a different time. I don't know which match you're referring to. Gotta love someone with so much confidence. She has chanting in her own entrance. Thick sarcasm here. Man, boo, another failed reveal. Legends of Wrestling 3, not happening, bruh. Remove the Dino mask to help Kane. Bro, I told you this before in the private chat, James. Yo, let me say this. Kane was cool for like 3 months without that mask. As soon as WrestleMania 20 ended, Kane was never the same again. He was never the same again. Yes, and looks like Mike said he checked out Sean's he's got a new series coming up where he's doing little wrestler profiles. Check it out on his channel, Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. He's doing one on Triple H tomorrow. I'm interested in hearing that one. And he's probably interested to hear about this Chris Jericho's debut of TV time with the Learning Tree. Dog. I have no idea what this was. They had a little tree in the ring. They had Big Bill. They're calling him Redwood now. I'm like, what is this? Brian Keith is like the rotten apple or the bad apple. He called all of his fans the branches. What is this, dude? I don't know how I feel about this. This is just all weird. Hook comes out like he's ready to put a beat down on him. He takes out some security, but Samoa Joe shows up and stops him. And it looks like Joe's kind of mentoring him here. And he tells Hook, like, nah, go up the ramp. We're not doing this right now. And Hook listened. Very interesting. If you didn't know, in TNA, Samoa Joe and Taz had a relationship around like 2009, 2010 era. Maybe that's where they're going with this. You know what I mean? Maybe that's where they're going. Play it back to that. E said this segment won me over. Maybe Hubs is right. Maybe people are feeling this. Jericho is definitely doing it. He's doing his darndest to try to get something over here. So Mercedes is all right in the match. I don't think and definitely don't think Sky is it. Who's the best women's wrestler to you, Zach, right now? Marty the Dinosaur over TV time with the Learning Tree. Some people ain't feeling it, man. Some people ain't feeling it. We then get a video package. So when Stephanie Vicker shows up, and I don't want to hear anybody say, I don't know who is this? They told you there was a video package, and she makes her presence known later on in the show, we'll just say. We then go to the IWGP Eliminator match. Eliminator match is similar to boxing. It means if you beat the champion, you are going to automatically shoot up to number one contender, which I think anytime you beat the champ, that's what should happen anyway. But Rocky Romero, Jon Moxley, this match was just mainly focused on Jon Moxley's arm that's been injured by Konosuke Takeshita. It wasn't enough for him to lose. He hits the Death Rider on Rocky Romero to win. Jon Moxley has just been the eliminator. Like, he's just taking out everybody and defeating them right now for the title. I'm interested to see who they pick for him to face at Forbidden Door. I would love for it to be Shooter. I don't know if they can do that. I could even see if they're looking for someone with more experience. You could go Naito, even Shingo Takagi possibly, but I don't know who Jon Moxley's going to face for the title. Like I said, if I'm a betting person, I would say Naito, but we'll see. The Y2J Learning Tree is growing on me. That's the kind of jokes Jericho is telling. He's being a jerk on purpose, and I love it. Mike said Jey Uso is the world heavyweight champ in this game. I know Chris Jericho is trying to troll, but I don't think that stuff translates well to wrestling or entertainment. The picture of Jericho makes him look like he's a recovered Rice Krispie treat addict rock and roller. Peace. Chair relax. What's good? Let me see. Rocky Beatus. Dolph is a solid wrestler that can work. I don't know where Dolph got brought up. Let me know, Chair, if I missed something for what you were trying to make a point on there. Best women's wrestling, probably Tiffany Stratton. In AEW would have said Britt, but she hasn't been around, so probably Thunder Rosa. Okay. I just want to get a feel for who you were liking. Interesting. Samoa Joe, they catch up with him backstage. He kind of cuts a quick promo explaining what happened out there. And Joe said, we do things on our time. And that's what dangerous men do, basically. And I was like, okay, cool. And now we get to this segment. And I'm speeding through this whole thing. Dynamite tonight had Don Callis presenting a contract for the Don Callis family. Orange Cassidy comes out. Yes. And Don Callis hands him a contract saying you can join the Don Callis family. Orange rips up the contract ever so slowly. And he rips it up and rips Don's heart right out of his chest. Out comes Stokely and Kris Statlander, though. And she says that on behalf of my best friend, he accepts your contract to the family. And Trent Beretta is there, and he takes out Orange Cassidy, busts him open, and Don Callis is feeling it. So Trent Beretta has now joined Don Callis. I called this weeks ago, guys. Like, it makes the most sense. They're going to put him along with them. They lost Powerhouse Hobbs. They are in need of people. What are you going to do here? What are you going to do? And like I said, Statlander's out there trying to explain why she did what she did. They go backstage later on with her and Stokely, and she just explains that when she lost that number one contendership match, she felt differently about Willow. Stokely cuts a funny promo, still good. I still would prefer if he was with Mercedes. I think that would be a well-done group, but instead he's staying with Statlander for now. And yeah, it looks like that feud's going to continue until Willow is ready to make her return. So I don't know if Statlander won you over with the heel promo. I've seen her do some heel stuff on the indies, but okay. I'm watching. That's where I am with this right now. We'll see what happens here. We also find out Collision. We got a match. Will Ospreay versus Kyle O'Reilly for the International Championship this Saturday. So there's going to be a title match, and I think this one's definitely going to it's going to have a clash of styles. No pun intended. No pun intended. Shout out to AJ. Let's see. I'm going back in. Hub says, I'm calling it now. Hook will sit under the learning tree. Remember, I said it first. Cray says Jericho needs to go. Let's see here. Also like Mariah May, but she's a little bit sloppy. Still great, though. Let's see here. Chair relax. Rocky is like Dolph. Takes losses to move wrestlers along. Yeah. Oh, Rocky Romero. Thank you. Okay, that's what I was missing with the beginning part of it. I like this mouthy Kris. Finally, a good personality. Might fit her better. We'll see. I'm interested to see how you feel about it in a couple weeks, Deanna. I didn't hate the segment. I didn't like Don Callis or that whole angle, but Trent and Kris were a great move. Deanna, I agree. Kris showed me something tonight for the first time ever. Ooh. Interesting. I'm glad you guys were enjoying it. Stat was great on the mic, he says. Stat's going to kill it 100%. I'm glad people were digging Stat on the microphone. It's nice just to see her doing something different. Jericho Classic, you're on the list. To me, Kris is a better heel. She's injured a few people, so she's so big. I don't remember her hurting anybody. I don't know what you're referring to with that, Zach. Unless I'm forgetting about something that happened in the ring, but I don't remember that. Like I said, I've seen some of her heel work on the indies. No complaints here for Statlander getting something different to do. Daniel Garcia, he was with Matt Menard backstage with Renee, and he made it sound like he's coming after the international title too. Okay. he didn't care about anything else except for making it known that he wanted that international championship. So they're doing this stuff for a reason, folks. Keep your eye out. Maybe he's getting a shot on TV, or maybe he's getting a shot at the pay-per-view. We got a TBS championship match here with Mercedes Moné, Sky Blue. I thought this was a fine matchup here. These ladies went in and they did the match, man. It was a good setup match to give Moné her first victory defending the championship. Moné wins with the Moné Maker. Moné. She gets the win. Afterwards, there's a stare down with Stephanie Vickers. Stephanie Vickers, for those who don't know, she is the CMLL Women's Champion and the New Japan Strong Women's Champion. It's going to be interesting to see her and Mercedes go one-on-one. This was a match we were supposed to get before the injury happened, and now we're going to get it. So let them work. Stephanie Vickers is a real treat, though. If you've never seen her work, I'm telling you, definitely a treat. Kyra, you've always been a Kris supporter. I saw what you saw tonight for the first time. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential there. Chris Jericho segment was completely cringeworthy and unnecessary. Here we go with big girls injury, people. It's all in your head. Stephanie Vickers versus Moné had a banger last year. Was she the second match? Maybe. Am I thinking of someone? Was she supposed to wrestle someone from Stardom? That's the match that didn't happen? She's been like a year and a half now, so I don't remember. Matt, let me know if I miss it. Was it AZM she was supposed to? No, she wrestled AZM, I think. I got to remember. Cringeworthy and necessary, Quills. I said what I said. Stat should be the first lady of the Don Callis family, and let Stokely go with McKinney. I agree, bro. I agree with this. Let Stokely go with Mercedes. Let Willow hunt them all down like a monster until she gets her smile back, aka the TBS title. Yes. And I think Willow would be great on the chase. No more nice Willow. And dude, that pounce she hit on Mercedes at the pay-per-view, the pounce was fantastic. I loved it. Next up, we got to talk about this too real quick before we get into this segment. You may be wondering, I thought Adam Copeland was the TNT champion. Apparently, when he did that dive off the cage that we mentioned in our Double or Nothing review in the archives, if you guys want to check it out, we did great numbers on that, by the way, about like 600 people if you add up everything. Probably even more if I add podcast listens in, but really good, man. So thank you to everyone who came out and supported us for that. Copeland, man, injured that leg, man, coming off the top rope, going for that elbow drop. I feel sorry for him. I see a lot of people wanting to place blame on Tony Khan himself. And I think there's enough critiquing that could go around for everybody and what happened with this situation. But at the same time, someone's injured. Get well, Adam Copeland. Looking forward to your return. Hopefully he's on the healing up process already. And prayers out to Eddie Kingston as well, man. He's got a leg injury too. He's got a long road, so he probably won't be back for a year. But Eddie Kingston, we miss you, brother. Same with you, Adam Copeland, man. Hopefully these guys heal up. There's a whole roster full of people that we need to see get better and come back strong. Like MJF just got back, Ray Phoenix just got back. This roster needs everybody they can right now to stay on their best. The EVPs address the future of the TNT Championship. They are out here. They start running their mouths about their new sneakers and what they did at the pay-per-view. Jack Perry's with them. Okada cuts an amazing promo. They give Okada a Lamborghini. Okada was pretty funny here for some parts. I was like, I can't believe this. And then I had to explain to my wife. She was like, what's up with this dude? I'm like, listen, little do you know, like, this is one of the best wrestlers in the world. And she was just like, oh, okay. And then I was just like, yeah, he's really, really good. But he's doing this stuff with the Elite right now as a heel. And I'm not mad at this. I've been kind of enjoying, at least the Okada part. And they are getting ready to just award the TNT title to Jack Perry for winning his match over Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, when all of a sudden, Christopher Daniels comes out and he says that he has been made an interim EVP. in that he is going to be speaking for the people in the back and Tony Khan, and he says that we are not going to have this title. He mentioned something about a AEW Friday night AEW Dynamite. Incorrect, sir. The show is called Rampage, baby. And he made a little mistake there, but I'm not going to bust up Daniels too much for it. But he says that they're going to have qualifying matches for a ladder match at Forbidden Door for the TNT title. I'm with it. I'm glad it's not another tournament. We don't need that right now. So let's go. Be interesting to see who finds their way in it. I know that there's a match with Konosuke Takeshita and Pentagon on Rampage this week. Rampage is at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time for those who want to be included in that. Let's go back to the comments here. I'm just trying to pull up some of the stuff. Zach said, I did like the video package. You're right. I got to give them points for deciding to do that. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. I heard people talking about that Ethan Page, and I had to let people know, like, okay, there was no video package for that. Y'all cool with that? You know, there it is. I believe it was supposed to be Monet and Julia. Nah, dissolve the Callis family. No one cares about that group. You got to make them care. The thing is, you got to let Don need someone that's going to get some wins for him. Let me see. And Hubs agrees Stokely and Monet would be the better fit. I'm telling you. KJ still in here. What's good? Love Willow. Hope she comes back strong. Cope got stuck in the middle with that jump. Yeah, I think it looked like he changed his mind midair, right, Chair? I didn't know. Congratulations, Kyra. 600 plus is awesome. You were on it too, Hubs. Shoot. Appreciate you. Tournament. All right, McKinney. All right. E says injuries are part of the gig. Grow up, people. LOL. Trying to police the wrestlers. When he broke his neck in 2003, was y'all crying when he got speared? When he speared Foley through the flaming table at Mania? Please. E's words, not mine, folks. You're my bro, but I think they're talking about the learning tree stuff here. Hiro Okada is awesome. Copeland is too much of a veteran to be doing stuff like that. That was not smart. He's 50 years old. Let's see if Edge comes back. He's so much older now. I wouldn't be surprised if that's it for him. Now he'll be back. I've heard they have plans with him and Christian to do some stuff together. Different side of Okada. I used my remote spitefully when the Elite came out. One of those. Just click. No doubt. Give me all the tournaments. I want to drink crybaby tears. Chill, E. Chill. Tournament mode coming in season 4 of AEW Fight Forever as well. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure Mercedes was supposed to face Julia before the injury. He said, yep. On that click with the remote. He couldn't handle it. He was like, he was done with them. We find out MJF is going to return next week. So if you're here next week, me and Derek will probably be talking about MJF coming back. And Roosh calls MJF out. So maybe MJF's first match back is going to be against Roosh. Let's go. Roosh was spitting in that promo and all that. I was like, man, get this man some water, please. What are we doing out here? Boring Banana. Do you know if AEW drug test talent in the same way WWE does? I don't know if WWE does it anymore. Honestly, some of their stuff's changed too, so I can't really speak to their testing policies. I don't know for either side anymore. I used to know WWE's pretty well, but they've changed it. It used to be the 3-strike rule, but I know that both companies do test, but I don't know for what. McKinney says it's a tournament to see who gets into the ladder match. It is, but it's qualifying matches. I'm okay with that. It's not like there's going to be brackets and all that stuff this time, but that's going to be a great match at Forbidden Door. Fair. I mean, then isn't every match a tournament technically? He's trying to become number 1 contender. Semantics, but I hear what you're saying though, McKinney. You're not wrong. Let's see here. Just support some dirt on his casket. 50 in wrestling. 2024 don't mean jack, my friend. I don't know what this is referred to for E here. I did see the clip. Not mad about Christopher Daniels. He's not the GM. He's the interim. What is it? EVP. AEW pay Conrad. He's the only one who believes in your game. Yes, it sounds like I'm throwing shade, but I'm being serious. Conrad rides for AEW Fight Forever. The game has a lot of potential. You just need to listen to someone who's going to tell you like the stuff to add. And if you're telling me like this is a budget thing, okay, well then do the small things to make it better. You know what I mean? McKinney 100% and good. Who effing cares? If they called it attorney, the same crybabies would be crying. It's a bunch of matches. What's a wrestling show? A bunch of matches. Yeah, that he said summed it up right there. That's how I felt, McKinney. Like, okay, I guess everything's a tournament. You know what I mean? I do like the graphics though and the visuals of a tournament, but I'm a sports fan, so that doesn't bother me. Some people don't like it too. Matt Lopez says, I hope Konosuke wins the TNT championship. I still feel like Jack Perry is going to end up with this. He's the only person in the elite without a title. I don't want them to do that, but I can see it, unfortunately. Yeah. Let's just say GM. Same thing, basically. Yeah. GM's just a played out term to me when I hear it. Usually I'm like, here we go. Let's see here. Friday Night Rampage over WWE Summerfest. What is Summerfest? Sounds like something Jeremy Piven said a long time ago. Listen, if you guys get the chance, I know there's some people here from like the city, all that. I wanted to show you guys. This is a picture from my phone, actually, that I took. I was there for Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay last year, man. Forbidden Door was a very, very fun show. I encourage people to check out AEW Live. The tickets seem to be less than the WWE tickets currently as well. I just got tickets for a show here in Buffalo. It was like $60, man. And I'm sitting in a pretty good spot in the hundreds. Like, you can't beat that, man. Can't beat that. I looked at prices for WrestleMania, my heart dropped, bro. I was like, there's no way it's gotten this out of control. But it has. It has. But if you get a chance, I always tell people go to a WrestleMania, and if you get a chance, go to an AEW show. It's fun. It supports your local indies as well. They're fun. Love when stables have all the titles except Evolution. Everyone's got to be the Horseman. With the latest interview from Takeshita, makes him sound very unhappy with his booking. McKinney, who is happy in AEW right now? That's my question. Everything looks bad. I don't know. Maybe he's unhappy. I don't know. What does he want? What does he want? A belt? Does he want more money? Like, I don't understand what does he want right now? He was booked pretty strong for a while there. He beat Kenny Omega twice. I don't know. That's up to him to talk to Tony, I guess. Boring Banana says, do you think Eddie Kingston will come back from his broken leg? Dutch Mantel said he thinks that he should retire. I think it's going to depend on how well his rehab goes, but if I'm going to make a prediction, I say yes, he does come back in a year from the broken leg. Kingston's someone who I would consider hiring, though, for a backstage role whenever he's ready for it. That's just me talking, though. Hub says, greatest wrestling tournament was 35 plus years ago. I don't think tournament in today's wrestling world resonates. I don't hate it, but it's whatever. Zach says, I swear my eyes roll back like The Undertaker when people talk about the Young Bucks troll comedy stuff. I'm with you. Don't put the belt on Jack. Maybe if he does some great matches to get there. BJ says, sounds like that PR machine is getting to the wrestlers too. Maybe. Could be. Takeshita's promo was weird though, BJ. I couldn't tell if it was in character or not. Because his character was he used to have fun matches, he used to enjoy himself, and now it's all about his matches have gotten better since he's, not cared about having fun. And like I said, I couldn't tell. John G's back. Welcome back, brother. At least Takeshita's on TV. Where is Ricky Starks? Miro is injured, from my understanding, and Kip Sabian, I couldn't tell you. For Kip. Well, I said Dutch Mantel should retire. I think he is. 100% easy, except for Evolution for sure. I can't lie, though. RKO was my guy. Great Intercontinental title reign. I actually thought he was going to be the one to break the Honky Tonk Man's record. Peace. You called it right there. He beat Kenny Omega, and then what? He should have gotten a title shot by now or something. But was that going to make him happy? Like I said, I don't know what the purpose of it was. I can't tell if it was in character or what. But who knows? I don't understand why he has it. I thought he would have been Ring of Honor champ or something else by now too. Let's see here. I probably still wouldn't want to see Jack Perry get the title. It would be Young Buck Goofery time. WrestleMania 4 was the tournament he was talking about. I don't know, Hub. I might put King of the Ring 93 up against that. I love that tournament. Miro is in Bulgaria. He's injured though, right, Beach? EVPs are very happy, Chair says. Kip Sabian's busy streaming. I know he had that stuff too. Eddie is not a real person. Main event time, folks. Forbidden Door. Winner challenges for the AEW World Championship at Forbidden Door. Going down this, man, Jay White and Pac started things out. I need a one-on-one match between them. Like, this could definitely main event one of these Dynamites coming up, or Collision even. Fantastic work between these two. Out next, we had Mystico out there. It wasn't my boy. You know what my favorite version of Sin Cara was? Sin Hunico. You know why? Because he was beating people up backstage, and I respect that. I respect a good old beatdown when needed. I know people were all mad at Brawl Out and all that stuff for happening this year. Sometimes people just need that old-fashioned beating. And Sin Hunico was handing them out backstage in WWE for a few years there. But this isn't him. This is a different Mystico. He came out. He did good. I thought a lot of people reacted. Good for Mystico. Number 4 out was Will Ospreay. I was not expecting this. Will Ospreay came out next, and he's out there crushing it. He did his thing. Then we got Shota Umino, the protege of Jon Moxley. Listen, this dude's going to be IWGP World Champion one day. I said the same thing about Sonata for years, and it finally happened. But Shooter is the guy, I think, to beat Jon Moxley for the belt. That's just me talking. I don't know if anyone else is a New Japan fan in here, but let me know how you feel. Then after that, we got Leo Rush is back. Leo Rush is fantastic. I don't know. I guess him and Tony must have patched things up. As the person who I was watching it with said, Tony must have apologized. I don't know what else to say. It was good stuff, man. Leo got in there and just did his thing real quick. Orange Cassidy comes back out with Where Is My Mind again. I don't know if he switched the theme or what. I don't know what happened to Jefferson Starship, but he's coming back out. And Orange Cassidy had his head wrapped up, and then Hechiro comes out next for CMLL. I love his moveset. It's so unorthodox and something different than what we see. And I forgot to add Claudio in here. Claudio was in there as well. Claudio works so well with all of these guys. Claudio is really a gem in AEW. Like, I don't think people realize how valuable he is. Really, really good stuff from him. Just great, man. They go through all of this. At one point, it looked like Orange might have had the win, but there was a kick out, and Will Ospreay hits the Os Cutter on Orange for the win. And this is what led to everyone shocked that is Swerve about to lose the title, because Will Ospreay, the guy who just won the international title this last weekend, is now the number 1 contender for the world title. He is just mowing through people and taking names. What do we do, and where do we go from here? I'm kicking it back to the chat here, man. Give me your score for tonight's show. Were you happy with Dynamite? Was it kind of meh? On paper, I can see why someone says it looks meh, but overall, I was kind of happy with Dynamite tonight. I would say it was a good show. It was solid. Not giving it 2 thumbs up, but I give it a thumbs up. I didn't mind it. It went by pretty quickly, in my opinion. Zach says, I think Kingston's better on the mic than in the ring. Sometimes that's all you need to be, brother. If he could talk you into the seat, he did his job. But I worry he pushes wrestling style the whole time. I mean, unless you have an issue with the Japan style. Miro is in recovery mode. Didn't hear about the injury, just the divorce and him moving back. Might just be a lot emotionally. Could be. Conrad 93 King of the Ring was solid also. Yes. Featuring the man that retired more than my entire lineage. Tournaments of all time. WrestleMania 4. He's got King of the Ring 93 at 2. Survivor Series 98 at 3. Come on now. You really had to put that disrespectful number in there. I want you then to now name the other 146 that are better than that. Cut it out. I think Shooter will be IWGP champ, but if Naito doesn't get the belt back, I think ZSJ is winning the title. Could be if they want to go with a veteran, Matt. I wouldn't be upset with that. For all things holy, keep Jay White off the mic and let Juice talk. Who wrote this crap? That voice last week. Jay versus Pac would be fire for Forbidden Door. Jay White was a great promo in New Japan. People always complimented him on it. I think American pro wrestling fans just like certain cadence in like the way people behave. I don't know. I can't really explain it. I watched New Japan. I never had an issue with how Jay White cuts his promos. I don't know, McKinney. Maybe I'm missing it, but I never had an issue with him. Juice is fantastic too, though. He said rights probably ran out on Jefferson like they did for the Pixies when they switched the first time. Okay. OC is the Triple H of AEW, gets an appearance theme, then gets a wrestling theme. Matt says he's giving tonight's show 7 out of 10, EPW 10 out of 10. Issei and solid show. Zach saying 5 out of 10, maybe 6. Hubs is saying 7 out of 10. Yeah, I'm more with Hubs and Matt where it's landing here. Where's Jay Lethal hiding with Ricky? Lethal's popped up here and there. He's still with like Jared and the crew. Like I'm saying, man, if they're going to keep Ring of Honor around, dedicate some guys over there. I think Lethal would love doing work over there with people. He could be one of your veteran main eventers. Jesus says thumbs up. Lethal was on Collision recently, Matt says. I did not watch the last episode of Collision, but BJ says 7 out of 10, EPW 10 out of 10, but no one outdoes EPW. Appreciate you. Blue revealed as the attacker was meh. Blue is dope, but that reveal was weak. Would have rather seen Jay or Ricky or Double J in the main event than some of these people. Wow. Lethal is with total nonstop arseholes. Reveal and payoff in the same night. Weird. Are you talking about the Monet stuff? I mean, I don't know why they did that. Maybe they had a different plan and it didn't work out. I couldn't tell you. How come Amazing Red ain't on somebody's TV? He's training still, I believe, at House of Glory. EPW 10 out of 10. McKinney, my man. Thank you. Not Will Ocean Spray. Hate me, y'all. Come on, Zach. You healing it up right now in the chat. What are we doing here? Get Derek to give us some ratings next week. I think Derek would have liked this show, honestly, if I had to guess. We'll see. Next week, MJF is back. We'll see what the future holds for that. I don't have much else to say, guys. I'm rolling solo. My voice is getting ready to give out. And yeah, I got a busy day ahead of me tomorrow. And I'm sure you guys do too. So we're going to end this one a little early. Monday, Clash of the Podcast 605. Be there to check us out. With that being said, we are out for this episode of Everything Pro Wrestling Dynamite review. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, Derek will be here with another review for Dynamite. We are out for this episode. Everyone stay safe and catch you guys on the next one.